Thursday, and you know what that means. Thursdays with Cheeky Rocks here on My Beauty Bunny. I have a great episode for you guys this week. Let's be real, what episodes aren't great on My Beauty Bunny? Am I right, guys? Am I right? One of the top cruelty-free high-end makeup brands on the market right now is Tarte, and I know you've probably all heard of Tarte. They make some awesome products. I'm a huge fan of their bronzers and blushes, especially because of their amazing staying power. Speaking of staying power, today we're going to be checking out the Tarte Full Coverage 12-Hour Amazonian Clay Foundation. I think that the 12-hour claim is pretty big. I want my foundation to stay on 12 hours, let alone 8 hours even. You know, a few hours. That would be great, because a lot of foundations I find just wear off as soon as I step outdoors. Well, maybe not that quickly, I am exaggerating a bit, but it is true that I find my foundations wearing off way too quickly, so I'm hoping that this one will be a lot better. Will this foundation be a hit or a miss? Stay tuned to find out. The first quality I always like to check for in foundations is the consistency of the product as well as the color match, because those two things are going to be essential for a very wearable foundation. Obviously, skin tones are all different, and the great thing that I found about this foundation right off the bat is that they create so many different color choices. I'm gonna look up right now how many they have, because honestly it's a lot and I don't even remember the number. Was never good at math. So Tarte actually has 25 shades available in this foundation, which is just mind-blowing. I think that's incredible. It's really going to suit a lot of different skin tones, and 25 shades, I mean, that's the most amazing thing that I find with all these different shades available is that they actually all come with a little description. So for example, the lightest shade available is called Fair Sand, and it's actually described for fair skin with yellow undertones. So that's very helpful when you are trying to find your personal color match. I am actually medium sand, which is described as light to medium tanned skin tones, and this color is just like amazing on my skin tone. I have never in my life found a foundation that matches my face as well as this one. Bow down. Bow down. So the other little variable that I mentioned before that I always check for is the consistency of the product. This foundation is very thick, and when I see thick foundations, usually they do cake up a lot on my skin and most skin types. That's why I usually stray away from full coverage foundations, although they do, you know, reap the rewards of covering up any spots or pimples or dark spots that you may have. I personally don't like that cakey look, but when I tried this foundation out, it was not cakey, and that amazed me because it is full coverage. I have a little demo for you guys just so you could see exactly how I applied it and how I got this full coverage foundation to work, and how amazed I was that it did cover all my spots that I had at the time without caking up. Here is the little demo. As you can see, I actually apply a little pea-sized amount to the back of my hand, and this was actually all I needed for my whole face. So really impressed with that Tarte. I swirled the foundation on a soft bristled brush and then applied it to my face, and I just applied a few even spots on both cheeks and then my forehead and chin and just blended that in all over, and I was honestly amazed with the result of this. It really did have a full coverage effect, but like I said, it wasn't cakey, so it's honestly the best of both worlds. I have not come across another foundation that's as good as this one for having that full coverage effect without the cakiness. I just applied one layer, as you can see here, but I felt like I didn't really need a concealer after this because it was so full coverage. So on that note, I give this foundation a huge huge plus in my book. Now that we've talked about the color match, which was a big thumbs up, the consistency / application, which was 2 big thumbs up, make it into peace sign. Don't know where I was going with that. Now that we've gone over the color match, which was incredibly amazing and perfect for any skin tone, and honestly I could say that this matches my skin tone amazingly, to the consistency / application, which I thought was pretty incredible and full coverage without being cakey, we are going to move on to the actual wear time. As I mentioned before, this product claims to be a 12-hour full coverage foundation, and drumroll please, my final answer is that this actually does stay on your skin a long time. I'm usually out of the house for around 8 to 10 hours wearing makeup, and when I got home, I looked in the mirror and this baby was still on my face, and I actually felt like it looked better than when I first applied it, and I think a lot of that has to do with the Amazonian clay that they use in making this that just seems to absorb into your skin, not in a bad way, in a very good way. Honestly, I believe them after wearing it and experiencing the magic of this foundation. Like I've shown you in today's episode, I just think the world of this foundation, from the color match to the consistency and application to the actual wear time. It just hits all the bullet points and you really can't get better than that. So in conclusion, this foundation was a huge hit in my book. I can't say enough good things about it, and I personally love it so much I don't want to put it down right now. If you're looking for a new full coverage, cruelty-free foundation, I highly recommend the Tarte one because it won't get better than this, and I can honestly say that. If you guys have any requests on what kind of videos you want to see next, or even what products you want me to do some hits and misses for, definitely leave that in the comments below. We love hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!